Age 34, male, inmate, forensic psychiatric facility, Ward E. They say I was mad, but madness, you see, is imprecise. Too convenient, too lazy. Was, a man of detail. I recorded everything. Speech patterns, micro-expressions. I spent most of my adult life profiling deviant minds, working with law enforcement, court evaluations. I had clearance most shrinks dream of. And yet, here I am, strapped to a cot in a room with no corners. Writing this with a dull pencil they forgot to take away. This is not a confession. It's an analysis. It began with the eye. The old man I cared for was kind, fragile, a recluse who trusted few, and I was one. He read the same paper every morning, ate at 7:03 sharp, said very little, but what he did say, precision. Like me, I admired him, but I hated the eye. Pale blue, cataract-wrapped, wide as a coin, and utterly void of affect. It was not blind, no, it was worse. It saw without seeing, and in doing so, it pierced something primal in me. I began to dream about it. It blinked even when closed. I remember standing in the kitchen one morning, listening to the tap drip. Drip, drip. And I realized I hadn't blinked in nearly 47 seconds. It wasn't him I wanted to destroy. It was the gaze. Preparation was everything. I studied his habits, documented REM cycles, heart rate changes when doors creaked. I rehearsed nightly, opening his door at precisely 12:08 a.m., just enough to slip a thread of lantern light onto that ghastly lidless socket. He never stirred. Until the 8th night, he sensed me. "Who's there?" he rasped, his voice brittle with fear. I stood motionless for an hour. I could hear both our hearts. Mine, steady. His, a staccato of dread. Then I heard it. Thump, thump, like something thumping inside a waterlogged wall. It wasn't his heartbeat. It was the sound of the eye, beating, breathing, blinking beneath his skin. The act was clean. He screamed once. I muffled it with the old bedsheets, counted his final gasps, dismembered the body in the bathtub, boiled the bones, bleached the teeth, packed each piece with surgical precision under the floorboards. It was art, pure, elegant, untraceable. The next morning I made eggs. I whistled. Then the knocking came. Police? Routine check, they said. Someone reported a scream. I smiled. Warm. Offered tea. Led them to the very room where he once slept. The boards didn't creak. The air didn't stink. They laughed, joked, thanked me for my hospitality. But the moment they sat down, I heard it. Thump, thump, thump. The heartbeat. No, not just a sound. It was a linguistic event, a rhythm embedded with syntax, like a wordless sentence playing on repeat. You were seen. It remembers. You did not destroy it. The officers kept talking. I kept smiling. But the beat grew louder, louder. It changed tempo, mirroring my own panic. I stared at their lips moving, but I couldn't hear them anymore. All I could hear was the eye blinking in the dark beneath the planks. Not guilt, not madness, just noise and meaning. A voice I never gave permission to speak. Then I screamed. I tore up the floor, fingernails snapping backward, crying that cursed truth. It's there, it's still looking. They took me that night. I was lucid when they restrained me. I begged them to check the heartbeat. They didn't hear it, but I do. I still do. Even now, in this place where the walls are padded and the lights never go off. I hear it behind the tiles, behind my thoughts. Sometimes, I see words form on the ceiling, written in iris blue ink I never touched. I never closed. I know now. I didn't kill him. I killed his voice, and in doing so, gave it another form. The eye was a vector, a symbol, a vessel for meaning that refused to die. The heartbeat was never guilt. It was language, trying to finish a sentence only I began.